Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, here is a casual one for the SEIKO fanboys. I'm not even sure what I bought here. Alright, so it's SEIKO 5 and there's an extra logo on this very fancy long special box. Evisen Skateboards. Apparently have been making skateboards since 2011. I don't even know if it's in Japan or in China. It looks more Chinese than Japanese. Those kanjis. So, sorry, a bunch of paperwork. This is the outer box, and yeah, the inner box. Quite special here. Let's reveal the watch. Yes, it is one of those SKX lights, if you want, that SEIKO 5 have been putting out for the past couple of years. But I saw this in the window and I was like, what is this sign? It reminded me of the E of Epiphone guitars, actually. And then looking closer, I saw that it had something to do with skateboards. Last time I put a foot on a skateboard, I almost broke my hip. And I couldn't walk for 2 weeks, so I'll never step foot on one again. But I really like this sort of wooden look that they gave to that quite nice, thick, bolstered calf leather strap. Really looks like wood. You have here apparently the logo of that skateboard company. Here's the buckle, and let's have a look at the watch. The reference, let's start there. SRPF93 K1, running the caliber 4R36. Means you're gonna have the day and the date, and because it's a 4R, and because these new versions of the SEIKO 5 SKX type, they don't have a screw down crown, so you can just wind them right away. There's no unscrewing to do. So when you're gonna pull them on the second click, you can stop and adjust the time, and on the first click you can change the day and the date. As you know, there's always two languages, and in this case I think going up is going to change it. Yeah, it's the Roman numerals that you get, and because I'm OCD, I'm going to put it back on Wednesday the 7th. As when you go turn down, you're going to change the date, of course, if you're not used to these. So yeah, it's a bit unnerving not to have a screw down crown on a watch that looks just like my SKX. A watch that I use a lot. Love my my classic SKX. I have the 007 and the 009. So let's look a bit at the styling, and you have a sort of a brushed with concentric circles, kind of, yeah, brushed all the way type of bezel, probably aluminum. The feel is quite good, much better than the old SKX, in fact. Quite smooth. Reminds me of what you get in the prospects at the moment. And it aligns perfectly. There you go. Nice one, SEIKO. So they've really sweated the details with this beautiful, look at it, very thick strap. And a special logo here. And they worked on getting on a different bezel, and of course the dial with that interesting stylized E at the 12. And you have a disc, sort of a disc at the center. Let's zoom on it. Interesting sort of disc there at the center with a concentric patterns, and then another disc around it, and another one. And the whole dial actually has this concentric pattern if you look really closely. Really very finely done. Can barely see it at a distance. You just see the cream dial. But in close-up you have that's nice, very nice texture, like a record. And then all the indices also 6 faces. What's that? Hexagons? Octagons? Oh, octa would be 8. You see the level of education we have here on the Optic Watch Reviews channel. There's no loom there within the indices. And I'm guessing that those replicates what you would find on skateboards. I know I should have looked that up, but I absolutely hate skateboards now. So this one will be for collecting for my son. There's loom only on the hands and on the back end of the second hand on that little rounded pip. Automatic on the dial, very nicely done. Cream dial. You have a nice depth to it. You see the rehaut at an angle. And now let's turn the watch. It's a display case back. Not much to look at this 4R36, but at least you see a little bit of what's going on. And you have again a logo. Looks like there's I don't know, some sort of, is it a turtle maybe? With the E again logo on top of it. I think there's there's still a sticker on it. I'm going to leave it there for now. Okay, so while this is a limited edition, it's a limited edition of 1500. I'm guessing it would be interesting to know actually that this is commissioned by the brand. That they have to order a certain amount of units to be able to ask for certain flourishes and customizations, which we have here. 1500. That's not a small amount. I didn't even know there were 1500 people in the world who cared to to buy those death machines skateboards. There you go. But if you're a skateboarder, if you have a Evisen skateboard, please let us know in the comments all about it, all about your hobby. Why are they special? My number is 619 out of the 1500. Of course, I'm being facetious. I know that skateboarding is very popular. But I'm past my prime, you know. I think it's too late for me. I used to do a couple of tricks when I was a kid. But yeah, the other day I tried to do one and ended up in the hospital. I even passed out from the, the extreme pain of falling on right on my hip bone. But I saved the watch. I was wearing my Tudor Black Bay 58 blue, I think, that day. And yeah, my first thought was in my fall was to save the watch first. And but my hip took the whole force of the fall. So there you go. Very interesting. It's the first one I have of these new SEIKO 5s SKX type that don't have the screw down. Oh, look at that. I was almost gonna forget this one. There's even the logo there on the crown. So yeah, they really sweated the details on this one. Let me know what you think about the look of this watch. I just bought it for the look because it was unusual. And I was wondering how come it was here in Hong Kong. I found it in that shop on Percival Street, I think, if you guys live around, or maybe the street next to it. Second-hand shop. They have everything in the same shop. I tried on a Patek Philippe 5320G, if you can believe it, also with a cream dial. Well, this one is gonna remind me that I should work a bit harder to get that Patek. So let me know what you think about it. I think it looks pretty sharp, really cool look, quite unique. SEIKO has been putting out a lot of interesting SEIKO 5s lately. I have to say, I stared at the window there for quite a bit. I really like to look at the design of these watches. But you buy them, and then honestly, if you have a few watches, you don't really wear them. But I just like hoarding. I just like possessing those things. I'm sure my son will appreciate it one day. Alright guys, this was my very unprofessional review of the, what is it again? SRPF93. Thanks for watching guys. Bye bye.